What wasn't right for you?
I think a lot of things went right. I think I think sometimes when you don't see people, you just really focus on yourself and what you can do. And I feel like I had a great start. And my coach said that was the most executed race I've ever ran with him so far. So I was really happy for that compliment. And yeah, I think I did well. I think I executed how I wanted to execute. And yeah, I'm proud of myself.
Did you really have to get out in the front end of
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the splits or anything like that, but I feel like I had a really good start. Probably one of my best starts in the round so far. So I feel like I really had to get out and push hard and just come home and fight home. So yeah.
Do you like lane 9 now?
I think, what I was saying earlier this year was I just didn't really like the world ranking system sometimes. Sometimes I think it just can be not equitable for everybody, but I think we're all here to run at a video league, I think that's our job. And I showed that in Oslo, I showed that here, and, whatever lane, give me opportunity, give me a chance. I'm a competitor. I show up and I want to compete. I want to run hard. I have a great field of ladies that I get to compete against all the time. This U.S. team is the hardest team to make. So hard. So I'm really, my dad's actually from a different country. My dad's from police. And I remember when I first was going to go pro, I was like, I don't know, should I just run for my dad's country? Because, the U.S. team is so hard. But I'm on my third team I made. I made the world team last year in the 100. 2019, I made the world team in 2019 in the 200. And this year I made, the second team in the 200. So, I think I made a good choice, even though the U.S. is the hardest team to make. I think our trials are so unbelievably hard. But, I think I made the right choice to continue running for USA, even though it's hard. And, even if that wasn't the fact, it's just hard. And I think I'm proud of myself to keep going when it's hard. And, yeah.
At what point was it that you decided that you weren't going to run for Belize and that you would continue
that was
running
a long
for
time
US?
ago. That was in 2019. My first year out, I was going back and forth with my coach at the time. I was like, it's really hard to make a U.S. team. I'm not sure if I ever, it actually didn't even work out because the guy I was emailing, he never responded. So it never worked out. But I made that first team that year. But yeah, it was back in 2019. That was a long time ago. So that's a long time ago, but yeah.
To run a personal best from lane 9 to make it first Olympic is that something that you put for decisions?
Yeah, I think everything and more. I feel like I do a lot of imagery, I do a lot of visualization. I feel like I imagine this moment and imagine being here and being strong and competitive and doing it in lane 9, lane 8, lane 7, lane 6. So I think I've imagined this. So yeah.
How much did that race in Oslo prepare you for today? And was there anything?
No, 100%. I think my coach said that, my agent said that. He called me. He was like, that race in Oslo, whether I like that lane or not, or whether I agree with the world ranking system or not, it does prepare you. I think, you look back on life, you look back, and every situation is preparing you for the next situation. So I'm grateful. Even though I may have not liked it, I think I'm grateful for the past experiences. It teaches me different lessons. Okay, you're gonna be right next to people. You're gonna be, you're not gonna see anyone. I just did this, 4 weeks ago in Oslo. So I'm grateful for even the hard stuff, even the weird stuff. I'm just super grateful.
How have you been able to continue PRing this late in your career? Deep into your career. Sorry.
Are you calling me old?
No, I didn't mean to call you old.
Call me old. Don't call me old. I'm only 29.
Yeah.
My peak years. No, I just think just learning more about my body, learning what it can and cannot do, or taking off time when we need to. I think I told you guys earlier, just the first round I said I was hurt last year. I was dealing with an injury last year, and we didn't get on the track till January, February-ish, and it took a lot of time off. A lot of rest and recovery, and it was hard dealing with that injury. I had about 15 PRP injections up until last year till now. I had a sports hernia, and I had the injections in my pelvis, so probably the most painful injections I've ever had in my life. Shout out to Dr. Baye for doing those injections. I cried every time. But if you imagine an injection going in your pelvis, it's super, super painful. I had about at least 4 of them there. So yeah, we took a lot of time off. A lot of pain I experienced with my injections. I'm just, whew, trying to cry because now I think about those injections and just like it's been a long season and my coach, like I remember we were at the indoor track, we were running and I couldn't even run 20 on 8 seconds during the indoor track and I was like, I have to do the injections, I have to do this and that and I'm like, it's so hard, like it just feels so hard, like when you really want something it just feels so hard, like it feels like it's always something I'm fighting against. I feel like my own body sometimes. I feel like my own body is fighting against me. And I look back on that moment and yeah, I'm just super grateful. Grateful to be here. My mental performance coach asked me back in December because I was having like really big doubts. I was like, I don't even know if I want to like really continue go on with the season because like injuries just suck. Like I was like, maybe I should just like come back next year and try again. My mental performance coach back in December, she asked me, she was like, do you want to do this? You need to make a choice now. And I made that choice back in December and it's been transformational since then. So I'm grateful for my team, people, Megan, Dr. Bayek, Coach Johnson, MC, my sister, my boyfriend, like my mom, my dad, like my friends. Like I have a great team of people around me to, really push me and remind me who I am, even when at my lowest point, even with injuries, even with health issues. Like, yeah, I'm just super grateful for my team.
You've made 3 teams between